Hello everyone, welcome to lecture 2 of the topic rocks and minerals. In the last lecture, that is in lecture 1, we studied about rocks and minerals. What are rocks and what are minerals? Today we will study about what are the classification of rocks. See, let me brief you out. Minerals, I told you, these are naturally occurring inorganic substances in nature. Minerals are everywhere in the earth crust, in the soil, in the water, or most important, minerals are present in the rocks. Rocks are a combination of one or more than two minerals. You can say rocks are formed by the combination of minerals. So this is what we are going to study in the lecture. How many types of rocks are there? So basically rocks are divided into three types. Just see. First is igneous rocks, second is sedimentary rocks, and then the metamorphic rocks. The earth crust, in our earth crust, the abundance of igneous rocks is there. Igneous rocks is the first rock formed and it is the basis of all other landforms. Igneous. Igneous, this word has come from the Latin word ignis, means fire. Children, you must be wondering, why most of the time we use Latin words, sometimes we use Greek word. So you must be thinking why these words we are taking, why we use the word Latin. So let me clear you, this is a language, Latin and Greeks are the language. We need the precise use and precise meaning of the different scientific words for our communication. So these are the root words and their meanings does not alter with time. So normally in science we use these words for the scientific terms. So this igneous rocks, I will explain you. The earth crust, there is full of, the core is full of hot molten gases and the dust. And with the passage of time, this magma solidifies and forms the igneous rocks. Sometimes this magma is pushed upward by the other rocks and cooled to form the rocks. What happens sometimes? This magma pushed upward and comes on the surface of earth and comes out on the earth's surface. That is what we call lava. You must be wondering how this lava comes out due to excessive heat and pressure inside the earth. The hot molten rocks keep on just pushing upwards. Due to the pressure, the things come out, and the things which come out when magma comes out on the surface, we call it as lava. It also solidifies to form the rocks. So there are two basic things, one is lava, the other one is magma. Magma and lava are used for the formation of igneous rocks. Whenever it's inside, it solidifies, it takes little time. You see, there is a lot of temperature. So, lot of time is taken for the cooling of this magma and the rocks are formed. Millions of years are taken for this process. And when it comes out, lava comes out and the temperature is low. So, it solidifies quickly and the rocks are formed, various rocks are formed. Now, on the basis of this magma and lava, we have two types of igneous rocks on this basis. First is the extrusive igneous rocks and the other one is intrusive igneous rocks. By the word you can identify, extrusive means formed by the rapid cooling of lava. Lava which is coming out of the core. So this extrusive rock is formed by the rapid cooling. The example is pumice. Why I use the word rapid? Because the temperature is very low outside and it can be cooled down quickly. On the other hand, intrusive, you can see, intrusive means inside, and when the magma inside, there is a lot of heat inside, will take millions of years. Whenever there is low in temperature, this magma also cools and form rocks, and they are abundant in number. You might have seen in the open cast mining, lot of large quarries of igneous rocks are found. Because sometimes the magma cools inside and whenever we went for the mining, the scientists went there, they found large number of igneous rocks. It covers maximum surface. Now I will explain you what are the different types of rocks and their qualities of extrusive and intrusive. Classification of rocks on the basis of intrusive and extrusive. You can see, children, granite. Let me show you the picture. See, I have a granite rock. You can see the grains are very coarse inside. Why so? This size of the grains or the size of the rock particle depends on the type of mineral present inside the rock, size of the mineral particle, and the rate at which the magma cools. So here I told you this granite, it takes thousands of years to cool, and so the grains inside are very coarse because the magma is cooling very slowly as there is a lot of heat inside. Now the properties I will show you. It is a light colored hard stone. Hard because lot of time is taken for the cooling of magma. Then minerals which are present, you see quartz, feldspar, mica. There is maximum content of feldspar which makes it hard. And according to this, it is grey to pink in color. Depends on the content of feldspar. Quartz, children, you might have seen in the watches used for making watches also, the wrist watch or the wall watch. Now, the uses due to its appearance, because it is very hard, so it is used for making flooring, buildings, statues. You might have seen this rock in your house also, because normally we have flooring of these type of rocks. You can identify at your house also. Now comes this, I told you, this coarse and the fine grains depends on the type of minerals in the rocks and the rate at which the magma cools down. So second comes the extrusive igneous rocks. In this category, children, pumice is there. Pumice I will show you. You see, this is pumice rock. You can zoom it and see. See, there is lot of holes are there inside, you can see. This is because of this air holes, because what happens, this magma comes out and immediately it comes in contact with water and air. So the gas bubbles are trapped inside, which leaves the holes. So because of this, it is very light weighted. Pumice you can see at your house also, mostly in the bathrooms. And it is a very light rock because it is formed by the foam. Foam which is coming out, the magma which is coming out in the form of foam, and it hardens the moment it comes to the surface and rapidly it cools. So it is formed by that foam and lot of air bubbles and gas bubbles trap inside. Now you see, it also floats in water. Color is white, cream, blue, grey to green or brown, depends. Uses, it is used as a scrubber, rubbing your feet, your hands. Dentists also use for various abrasions. Next rock which comes under the category of extrusive rocks is basalt. Basalt also I can show you. You can see this. I have a small specimen only. This is a type of basalt. It is dark in color. You can see, children. You can zoom the video and can see it. Also in various other pictures you can see in your book also. See, it is a fine grained, dense and sharp edges. Why fine grained I told you? Fine grained because it is quickly cooled and comes in contact of the atmosphere. So fine grains depends on the quick cooling and coarse grain depends on cooling takes time. Now the properties are, it is dense and have sharp edges. Minerals, iron and magnesium. Iron and magnesium is present. Resistance to heat and abrasion. Abrasion means if there is any damage due to rubbing or something, that is what we call abrasion. So normally used for the surfacing of roads. You might have seen this black color on the road. So I hope in today's lecture we have cleared the point what are igneous rocks, how many types of igneous rock, and which rocks falls in the category of intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. So children, in the next lecture I will explain you the sedimentary rocks and the metamorphic rocks. And see, if you don't understand any of the point out of it, you can type your message in the comment box. Thank you so much. I hope you understand well and stay safe.